Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Let us know if we're live because it is draft week. I'm starting to feel it in my plums that it is NFL draft week. Justin, wait, are we live? Can people? We are live. We are live. We are live. Says Micah and Michael and other people and Just Bulldogs. Justin, I mean, we are essentially 48 hours away from it. How you feeling?
Good, man. This Drake May funny business is
it's getting hot, dude, and this is the time when that stuff gets hot. So what we're gonna do on this stream is we're gonna put polls up. Me and Justin will pick 4 players for you guys to pick from, and
we're
then
gonna put polls up in our rooms.
Yeah. Well, you already have one, I thought. Burn. So, but before we get into like all that, Justin, the Drake May stuff is like legitimately heating up, right? As it seems like Jaden Daniels will go number 2 to the Commanders. And like it's a fact that the Giants are trying to trade up with the Patriots at 3.
Yeah, they've wanted to since the season ended.
But here's the other fact. But I'm talking about like they have made offers this week.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Patriots are not shutting those down is giving me this hope that like if there's no reason for them to continue to hear offers and all this smoke around the offers, right? It's one thing to just listen to offers because you never close the door. Some team offers 5 for something fucking crazy, right? But it's a different way that this is going where like this is legitimate that the Patriots might actually trade out of this spot. And I think if the Giants were the 5th pick in the draft or the 4th pick in the draft, I think it would even be more likely because then the Patriots could just trade back and pick J.J. McCarthy or whoever, to where my hopes are being built up so much to where I am now like I didn't think I would be like in this reality where I think Drake May is a possibility. I'm actually in it now, and if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be let down.
I'm not at the point where I'm going to be let down yet because I still view it as such a pipe dream, and also because if we're talking Patriots for a second, the Patriots should just take the fucking quarterback. The Patriots should just take Drake May. You're muted.
They're effing it up. We've been talking about it on Football Today for a while. The Patriots are becoming a badly run organization, right? It was time to move off Bill Belichick, but they just promoted Gerard Mayo. And like Kraft is trying to become Kraft and his son Jonathan are trying to become like
it almost feels like Jerry and Steven.
Yeah, yes. That is, they are trying to become like they want credit for the team and building the team. And then Elliot Wolf is the GM, but he's not actually the GM.
Yeah, it's like it's like a room full of people making decisions. So I mean, we mentioned
like the football people would like to trade out, where Kraft is like, we have to get a quarterback out of this, right?
Now, here's the thing. Again, talking Patriots. Drake May goes to New England, and I feel not great about his chances of succeeding. And it's not because of Drake May. It's just because the situation is just so terrible. So in a way, you can make an argument of Jacoby Brissett's the starter right now.
Yeah.
So let Jacoby play. He won't be terrible. And try and form up the rest of the roster because you're not going to be good enough to a point where Patriots are going to be in a similar situation this time next year again anyway, right? Where maybe they'll win some games, but they're still not going to win a ton of games. So then they could just get the guy. But who's to say that there's going to be, you can never predict if there's going to be another Drake May kind of player or even having a choice at Drake May or Jaden Daniels possibly at that spot. But the Patriots won't because the Commanders are taking quarterback.
Yeah, the Patriots are, they're probably the worst situation for a quarterback. Like
in the league,
wide receiver 1 is Juju Smith-Schuster.
In the league,
they lost Trent Brown as a tackle and Nwanu play tackle. Like they just are in a bad spot. Alex Van Pelt, I believe, is their offensive coordinator now.
This is all predicated too on, and I'm not sold that this is going to happen. And this is why I'm not getting my hopes up, Bobby. This is all predicated on us believing the Jaden Daniels going to 2 to Washington, which I don't believe. Like, I think Drake May is a better quarterback, and I think both of them can fit the overall strengths of driving the ball out to the sideline, like we know that Cliff Kingsbury wants. I think Jaden Daniels just did that more at LSU because that was literally his MO. So sure, you could fit Washington better for that argument, but I think Drake May is a better quarterback. So this is all our Drake May excitement is all predicated on him lasting past Washington, which I am not sold on happening.
Yeah, like you can't really believe they get this type of stuff wrong. If Adam Schefter comes out on Thursday being like the Commanders are going to take Jaden Daniels, then it's different. But it's just everything has been pointing to that. So we'll see what happens. We're obviously not going to be able to hit that situation in this mock draft video because we don't do trades in mock drafts, especially with the chat. We can't let the chat make trades. Are they out of their damn mind? So we'll talk about it all. So let's set up this mock draft simulator, and we can at least put the poll up so we can talk to people. So let me share my screen. Share screen. All right, is it up there?
I got it.
Okay, it's up there. All right, so we are picking for the New York friggin' Giants. We're entering the draft. PFF always takes MHJ and Marvin Harrison off the board, which I think makes it a little more fun. So let's go. Caleb Williams 1, Jaden Daniels 2, Drake May 3, Neighbors 4, Marvin Harrison Jr. 5. Okay, so we'll put 4 people. We're going to put J.J. McCarthy, Romo Dunze, Joe Alt, and who else do you want to just throw in the poll?
Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, actually, that's a good one.
Yeah. Because if we do trade, we've both said this, but if we trade back, let's just say we trade back either with the Vikings or if we trade back with the Broncos, like I'm like, all right, Quinyon Mitchell, let's go. I'm really hoping that he's a New York Giant because that would be sick. And Bobby, part of me would not mind that, man, because then I would be way more open to some of these round 2 receivers and maybe garner some other top 100 picks that are in the back end. Because I really don't like pick 47. I don't like being pigeonholed at pick 47. But if we have some more bullets back there, I wouldn't mind it. So part of me is getting a little bit more open to a trade back scenario. I know we just got all excited about trading up, but as we get closer.
Yeah. Sorry, I was putting the poll together.
That's why I was talking.
So we'll talk about it. So if we're at this point, Justin, I think me and you are both on.
Jay, thank you for he left 2 super chats. No, we don't. The rumors, alternate uniforms. No, thank you for the super chats.
Yeah, I would hate that uniform, and I'm a fan of the red jerseys. If you're here, we'll see what the chat says. We're not let the chat influence us. Romo Dunze is the pick, right?
Yeah.
Do you have like any thoughts of JJ McCarthy?
No. I just don't think in a Giants offense that we want to be more explosive. I don't view him as the quarterback that can get us there to like a top 10 passing explosive offense. I don't. I think he can run an efficient offense. I think he can run an offense that's similar to 2022 Daniel Jones, and not bottom of the barrel explosive wise. But I want to be hitting that upper echelon ceiling of quarterback play and explosivity, and I don't think McCarthy can provide that.
Yeah, I just don't think JJ McCarthy is that quarterback, right? It's not even just like the certain element of explosive plays. I just don't think he's worthy of a top 10 pick. We've said all along if he goes to the Minnesota Vikings, I think he'll look pretty damn good. And people will be saying, "Oh man, the Giants pass on this guy." And I will say, I don't give a shit unless he starts doing things he didn't do in college. I'm just not going to care, right? Unless he gets to, unless he's playing at an MVP level in that system, then it's like, okay, despite that, it's a good situation. He's proven to be a really damn good quarterback. So I just don't view him as that, right? And we've chronicled it all in film breakdowns in our quarterback podcast. So yeah, and there's no other quarterback I want to take in this draft outside of Caleb Williams and Drake May, and then Jaden Daniels to me is a huge risk, but I am willing to pull the trigger on that risk. So, what did the chat say?
Yeah, what's the chat sign?
Trying to pull this up.
We're voting on YouTube, by the way. So check out Talking Giants on YouTube. Subscribe and Really, I'll even plug this now. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're trying to get 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's like our goal. So even if you watch us all the time, you're not subscribed, that would be really appreciated.
And get your votes in. There's
Yes.
There's 326 people on YouTube. There's only 148 votes. So you got 10 seconds on the clock to get your vote in, even though you're just not going to change what happens here because it's overwhelming for Romo Dunze.
So let's take them.
Well, I want to get the official percentage.
The official. Got it.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna write that shit down.
Do you think there's a specific game that, let's just say, hey, I could very much see the Giants drafting Romo Dunze on Thursday. Do you know if there's like, what's the first game that I should go to for Romo Dunze? That not okay, yeah, he makes big plays, he has these deep catches and deep yards, he can make these splash plays. Do you know if there's a game that I should go to first that's like, yeah, here's him fucking running routes and not just this Washington offense that gives me similar frustrations like watching Tennessee? Obviously,
maybe
you didn't watch every game yet.
Maybe Oregon. That's like some good competition he went up against.
Tyree Jackson, right?
Yeah, Kyrie. Do you know who Tyree Jackson is?
A former Giants tackle, right?
No, he was former Buffalo college quarterback who was rated higher than Daniel Jones and Madden as a rookie. Then
who am I thinking
tight end,
of?
and now he's a tight end. I don't know if he's on the Giants 90-man right now, but he was on their practice squad for the year.
I'm thinking of Tyree Phillips.
You are. All right, let's end the poll. Do we get to see the results of the poll? What the hell? This is our first time doing polls on Twitter.
I think you can end it as you have to be logged into Talking Giants. Yeah.
Nope. So 80% O'Dunes,
okay,
10% JJ, 5. We got to get it's Odunze, right? We got to get that locked down.
O'Dunes or Odunze. I'm saying Odunze.
Well, we got to get that locked down just in case. We can't have our draft reaction stream saying his name wrongly. This is what happens when you watch all 22 for the kids. You just get stuck on like, oh yeah, forget that these are moving. So we're drafting Romo Dunze.
I said Andre Ishavas's name. I think I might have said it right there. I've been saying Ivo Shivas, and it's very wrong.
So Romo Dunze is pick number 1.
Graham Barton goes to the Saints. Oh my God. Oh, the Colts.
Who went to the Saints?
Tackle. Graham Barton. The Colts take Olu. Cooper. Brian Thomas. Oh my God.
Where did JJ McCarthy go? Did we see that?
No.
Is Michael Penix off the board? Is Bo Nix off the board? We will put if both those guys are available at 47, we'll put both of them as an option.
Johnny Newton fell to 38 in this, even though he's ranked really high in PFF. Johnny Newton is my dream fall to 47 pick. Like, there's some medicals on him. Giants brought him in for a 30 visit. There's some medicals on him. And if he falls, it's for that reason. Maybe it's like an Azeez Ojulari situation, which, medicals on Azeez. It's like my dream 47 pick right now. Did you watch him yet?
Yeah, he's a fucking beast.
Yeah, he's not going to fall to 47. This is why I think
it's more likely he goes top 15 than falls to 47.
I know, but this is why I fucking low-key wish that the Giants somehow convinced the Panthers to take pick 47 and not the higher second-round pick.
Yeah, me too, right? Like, a lot of those guys go off the board. All right, Justin, so I put Michael Penix Jr. in there. Bo Nix went off the board. So we can each pick one player each and then go for this. So if there's a player that you're like, that's the guy I would take.
I like Tyler Nubin, and we need a safety, so let's include him.
So Tyler Nubin's your safety one?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
All right, so let me put Tyler Nubin in. I'm going to see if Christian Haynes is available. I'll put him in there.
He is available, I'm pretty sure. I'm very worried about them taking Hicks. Jaden Hicks.
I would rather take JJ McCarthy than take Jaden Hicks. Just because that would be really bad.
He's athletic. I mean, but
let me look at the chat and see some of the players that they're saying. We got Brooks.
I'll put a Bo Melton in there too.
Okay, we could put Bo Melton went out a couple years ago. It's actually it's Max Melton.
Excuse me, yeah, I just got excited. He's 60. He's 61 on the consensus board, and The Giants did bring him in for a local 30.
Okay. All right. So the poll is up. So get your votes in. I wonder if they're going to go Penix. I'm
Who are the
actually really
four?
interested in that. All right. So let's talk through it though. If Michael Penix Jr. is there at the round 2, are you thinking of taking him, or are you on the same boat as me? It's
No,
like,
man, because again, you take any player in the second round, you're expecting them to be a starter, and it just
Justin Melton got picked.
Oh, sorry. Well, he usually is available in this fucking.
Well, just pretend he's available.
Just pretend he's available. That's my bad. Sorry about that. I didn't say it.
Piece of shit.
Xavier Legette and Nico Collins in Houston.
Yeah, the Texans getting a wide receiver would be the biggest waste of a pick ever.
No on Penix.
Yeah, I agree. And people are gonna yell like, "Oh, he won't be there at 47." I don't think that is crazy to think that Michael Penix could be there at pick 47. Like, if Will Levis fell to the second round last year, I have no doubt that Michael Penix can also fall in that draft. Like, and again, I like Bo Nix more than Michael Penix too. So, if there's the QB needy team in the second round that wants one, they could also feel the same exact way as I do, which isn't like a hot take or anything. So,
round 2 in the draft is already compromised.
Yeah, imagine you like turned in a card and like this guy's already been taken, dumbasses.
Sure, that's happened before. I'm pretty sure that's happened. Jordan Morgan is actually somebody that you may hear about later.
See, this is why I did not do my mock draft. Mine's not done yet because I don't want to like let it infiltrate into here. So we can't give away anything, Justin.
Yeah, but Jordan Morgan is a possibility at 47 as well. I realized that Patrick Paul, the Giants had a visit. I think Patrick Paul is also a possibility at 70 too, which I have to rewatch.
Well, everyone's saying that he's going to go like first round though.
Patrick Paul?
Again, yeah, which I don't know how true it is, but some of the insiders, but that also could be coming from Patrick Paul's agent as well. So there's other people in here that like Edgerrin Cooper. Maybe he'll fall to 70 and we'll play it together. This is not a perfect science, obviously.
Yeah. I also would not like Andrew Phillips either at 47 or 70. And I know we brought him in.
I mean, 70 I think is an okay pick. 47 absolutely not.
And what Andrew Phillips comes down for me is that he just allows a lot of catches.
Yeah.
you allow a lot of catches at college, you're going to allow a lot of catches in the pros.
So it's hard to talk to the chat right now because they're just simply saying players, which I guess
I love that though.
I guess is the culture that we have created in this. It's what I hate, Justin. Now that Twitter has changed it to where it counts live views or cumulative views as like your live views in this. So remember when we were doing race and radio and we're like, how is there this many people in there? And it was like, no, it's counting every person that clicked in as like they're live right now, which is frustrating.
Well, go to YouTube. If you're a bot, then screw you. But if you're a person, then go to YouTube.
All right, let's check the poll. What did the people say? Oh, this is close. This is a 1% difference right now. So get your votes in now. You guys got 10 seconds on the clock. See if you can change it. Right now, it was 1% between Haynes and Penix.
Oh, shit.
I'm ending the poll. The results, Justin, for the second overall, the 47th pick in the second round, the New York Giants select Christian Haynes, who got 37%. Michael Penix got 36%. Tyler Newman got 13%. And unavailable Max Melton got 13%. So let's select him. The people have picked Christian Haynes with the 47th pick in the 2024 NFL draft. So let's
Giants
watch this.
Did not meet with Christian Haynes, but they did. Well, Haynes was a Senior Bowl guy, but they did meet with Cooper Beebe, who may be a possibility at 47.
Yep, came in for a 30 visit. Andrew Phillips off the board. Jonah Ellis. Have you watched Jonah Ellis? I hate the way he runs. Edgerrin Cooper went off the board. Ruke Hall. Michael Penix Jr. is still on the board.
Still not doing it.
Okay, but the chat may.
Yeah.
So Michael Penix will be one of the options, Justin. Let's go through this. Let's just tell me when you see a player that you would take.
Junior Colson.
Yeah, we'll put him down as a maybe.
Trey Benson. Keep going. Javon Baker.
Javon Baker's there. I would be willing to double dip at wide receiver.
I would be too. I know we talked about that on our wide receiver draft preview, but Slayton and Hodgins ain't lasting forever. Kyrie Jackson, talked about him.
Let me put Kyrie Jackson on there.
Keep going.
Cooper Beebe. We just did take an offensive lineman though.
DTD.
Yeah, let's look at the safeties. Let's pick a safety.
This is exactly why I like pick 70 more. Like we're reading these names. Cam Kitchens, who we would love. DTD, I would love here. Really,
the issue is there's like 3 safeties there's 4 safeties who I think are worthy of the 70th pick with Malik Mustafa, Cole Bishop, Cam Kitchens, and then DTD.
This is why, and this is just safety. And then if you go to, there's still Cooper Beebe here. There's Trey Benson that's here. Like this is why at least media, consensus, whatever boards, this is why I like pick 70 a lot more because everybody with pick 47 were like, I don't know. And then pick 70, we're like, yeah, like fucking take that guy.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, because there's 4 safeties, I'm going to give you 3 options to pick a safety. So I'm starting the poll, pick the safety, and then we will use that safety. So we'll do Michael Penix. Let's see. We had Junior Colson, Baker. Who were the other ones that we were looking at?
It's Sanat. I think Sanat just went off the board.
I don't think so.
Check tight ends.
No, he's available.
He would be a pick 70 option.
Okay. So we'll go Penix, Sanat, one of the safeties, and then let's pick between Colson, Baker, and Kyrie Jackson. I want to do Kyrie Jackson just to give the people a corner because I know people want a corner.
Yeah.
All right, so let's end the poll. Let's see which safety they picked.
You also
Cam Kitchens.
You also like Theo Johnson, who they brought in for a 30.
Yeah.
Or a local.
It's hard to give people 4 options. Would you take Michael Penix Jr. in the 3rd round?
No, I just don't. I don't believe in the player.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's not about for a lot of players. It is about. Do you? I like this guy a lot better at 70 than 47. But for quarterback, that's not it for me. Because quarterback, I feel like it's either you're good.
It's like you either think this guy's going to be really good
or not. Yeah.
All right, so the poll is up. Let's see what the people say.
Yeah, Johnny Newton came off the board, right? Kind of.
He probably went early. I mean,
mid-second round.
He might have went in the 1st round.
No,
Johnny Newton went
second round.
Johnny Newton went in the 2nd round. How about that?
There's some medical
to the Titans.
There's some medical questions with him.
Damn medical questions. Why can't everyone just be healthy? So vote. Give us some chats to actually talk about though. So QB can't grow, I guess. I mean, yeah, they can go again. I will not draft a day 2, day 3 quarterback unless they have like this untapped potential with their legs. Like basically, you have to have untapped potential because of your legs.
The 24-year-old quarterback that's had 2 ACL injuries and has been in college for 7 years. He'll continue to grow in the pros.
Yeah. We forgot to put Trey Benson in there.
Oh.
We're really screwing up this mock draft for the people. I was going to tweet it, but I'm not going to. If they go Michael Penix, I'm not going to tweet this out because I'm not going to deal with the replies like Penix at 70. Even though I won't read them anyways. Penix still has but he doesn't use them, and he doesn't really though. Like just because he ran a fast 40 time, watch him when he does move. It's not a pretty sight. I don't.
He manipulates the pocket well. Like when I actually watched him, I was like, oh, he actually can manipulate in the pocket well, but he does not move the way you would want your modern NFL quarterback to move. He really
He
doesn't.
also has like some of the most missed throws out of the top 5 quarterbacks. But he also has like the lowest sack rate because he has mastered like just 1, 2, 3. If it's not there, I'm finding something and I'm pulling the trigger. So I'm not going to take a sack, and I'm not going to make scrambles on the run. So there's just going to ends up being a lot of bad throws in there.
There's actually 3 receivers that are going to be taken in the top 100 too at Washington.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so what did the people? Let's check on the poll.
And I know at least
get through this. So they're going to go Penix, right?
Well, we can go a little quicker as the rounds go on.
And then it gets harder to find people. All right, so what are the poll results? With pick 70, and where's the poll results? Where are they?
Gotta go up. Scroll up.
They're not there. Here they are, finally. Penix got 43. Cam Kinchin's got 37. I wasn't expecting Cam to get that much. The RAS score for Cam Kinchin's is kind of like plummeting his stock.
Good.
Sanat got 9. I can't believe I thought Jackson would be the highest competitor to Michael Penix. So Giants get their quarterback in the 3rd round pick.
Right,
Someone said, why Sanat over Theo Johnson? Because I think more people like Sanat over Theo Johnson, despite the fact that I have them pretty far apart. All right, so let's pick the damn quarterback, Justin. Michael Penix Jr.
Oh,
PFF's going to give that an A++.
Oh, yeah. They love it. They love Javon Baker to the Bears. Love that.
Devontae Walker. I don't know if you did, but we called the Tez Walker, like, why the fuck is this guy talked about in the 1st round? And then he had a horrible Senior Bowl, and then people started putting him.
Made some plays, but it wasn't anything crazy. Jeremiah Trotter to the Bengals. They love taking good linebackers there.
Michael Pratt off the board. Got his film downloaded for my 6 a.m. flight.
I like Pooney, by the way. Dominic Pooney.
All right, so for this pick, we have Cam Kinchins. And so we already know that they voted Cam Kinchins over Cole Bishop. So we're going to go Cam for safety. What else do we have? Sonata's there again.
Michael Hall I like, but let's keep going.
Well, let's give I'm going to put up a poll between Sanat and
Theo Johnson.
Yeah. Wish we had someone running this because I'm
multitasking.
Yeah, and tasking while live streaming is not a great duo or trio. All right, so we got Theo John, one of the tight ends. So we'll see how that poll goes.
Such a fan.
Running backs. I'm not putting any of these running backs on there. What was the position you wanted to look at?
People love Braylon Allen, but I don't. I said Sanat, but we already have that. Jarvis Brownlee is fun.
Is there a D line? Michael Hall Jr. Let's go Michael Hall. Let's just take Tavondre Sweat off of our board because of the red flags.
He's fallen, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy where he's gonna go. And then one more. Is there anybody that the chat is
Audric
pointing
Estime.
out? Yeah, we'll put Estime in there. How about that?
He's not fast, but had one of the best explosive run rates in college football, and he's not going to be like an explosive running back in the NFL, but that stat translate to NFL success. I think he's going to be good in the NFL. I think he could be solid. Contact balance.
So the people who actually do like Theo Johnson. Maybe I'm just an influencer for this.
I think you are a little bit of an influencer
for this specific chat.
We didn't influence enough to not take Michael Penix.
We did in the second round. I feel like other Giants streams Michael Penix would have won that pretty strongly. So we got Cam Kitchens. If Cam Kitchens falls to the fourth round, the NFL is just fucking up. Theo Johnson, Olong Johnson, and then Michael Hall. And then lastly,
Audric Estime.
Audric Estime. Someone saying Malik Mustafa. You guys already voted on Cam Kitchens. Malik Mustafa is legitimately the best tackling DB I've watched since doing this shit. It's insane. It's like mesmerizing. Like, the dude just doesn't miss. All right, so let's talk to the chat while you guys could go ahead and vote. We don't need a running back. Kind of do, but I agree we don't need to get out of the draft with a running back.
I think you're at a point where you just want to take good football players. Trey Benson and Audric Estime I view as good football players.
Let's see. Let's give us some chats. I know you guys are just spitting out names at us, but can we get some like conversational parts of this chat?
So no cornerback. I think this is something that I'm struggling with too.
This is I talked about this in my last mock draft, Justin, and we can put it back over. Where we go. The cornerback seems to just never fit the best player available at the picks when I do the mock draft simulator.
Even
right?
Milton's like a little bit of a reach.
I think Max Melton in the second round is a reach. I really do. Like I do. Like I like Max Melton, but now that he's getting second round hype, now I don't like Max Melton compared to where it is. Like the one corner at 47, I think would even then I'm not in love with this guy's Ennis Rakestraw out of Missouri. Like there's just I haven't fallen in love with any of these day two corners. Like I know the Giants need a corner, but like I don't know if leaving Friday night with a corner will be we'll look back and be like, man, we really picked the best player available to us.
Yeah. Well, that's why pick 47 sucks as of now, unless somebody falls. And if they trade up, I'm happily giving away pick 47. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. What if Kool-Aid somehow fell? Yeah. So again, if Kool-Aid fell, like I would feel dirty putting Kool-Aid. If when we do our mock draft episode, I would feel dirty picking Kool-Aid at 47 because I don't think he's going to be there. But you never know. Secret agent Randy Bean says? You're not much of a secret agent if you're just putting your name out there, Randy Beans. What do you think their price will be for the Giants? He likes adding extra letters to words to move up to 3. I believe that the Giants pre-draft will offer pick 6, their second round pick, and next year's first.
You believe that, huh?
I believe that, Justin. I believe it.
You believe it.
It's been believed by me. The question is, do the Patriots take that? Because right now, I believe the Patriots aren't taking that.
You believe that, huh?
But could the Patriots, I don't believe this, I'm guessing this part. Okay. Could the Patriots also just be like, hey, we're not taking that. We're not taking that. We're on the clock. Yeah, we're taking that. We're just taking whatever is the best available. But I could also see Minnesota being more desperate, right? If Minnesota offers 11, 23 and a first next year, to me, that beats the Giants offer. But what the Giants have to offer is they could still be in a situation to take J.J. McCarthy. But they would they might have to trade back up, though.
The Patriots could also trade down twice, which they could go from 3. This is like, again, talking Patriots. I'm trying to get inside their head. If they're really fucking smart, if they're schmat, right? Trading down from 3 to 6, acquiring picks, and then Vikings want J.J. McCarthy, but I guess they don't have to be. You can maybe convince the Vikings that the Broncos are about to trade up. Like you can use the Vikings and the Broncos against each other if Sean Payton wants J.J. McCarthy. And then you trade with the Vikings or the Broncos at 11 and 12, and you acquire more picks. That's what I would do if I were the New England Patriots, and I would win. That's like winning everything.
Yeah, that would be nuts. Angry Knuckles says, and makes a great point. Hard to adjust everything with 6 picks. Yes, that is. This was my draft day speech 2 years ago when the Giants had 9 picks, being like they can't just plug a guy at every position that they need. Now they actually went and did that in that draft where they did just. All right, we have a need a safety, take a safety. We have a need a tight end, take a tight end. We have a need at linebacker, take a linebacker. Need offensive line, like they did do that, which I disagree with, but they did do that. All right, let's check in on the poll and see where the people are at.
Wish we had that second round pick that we used for Brian Burns.
And the poll. Let's see who we are picking at pick 107. Show up. I think all right, so Cam Kinchens is the pick.
All right. Like that.
49%. Wow, that's a high percentage. Theo got 23. Estime got 14. And Hall only got 11. I thought Hall was going to win it, honestly.
No, man.
All right, so let's call that shit in. I still am. That's
wrong
special
position.
Teams, not safety. I still do wonder, like with Cam. One. He's been my guy since last year when we did the way too early mock or way too early preview. Like his film is so good. Like, does a team just say fuck that stupid athletic? Like his combine was really.
They should say fuck it.
Yeah, we talked about it on our safety draft preview of how this is a long time between picks, but because so the next again, there's almost 60 picks between the Giants' 4th and 5th round pick because in the Brian Burns trade they swapped picks with the Panthers. At first, you're like, oh, sick, the Panthers, that's 5 spots up, but it's the pick from the 49ers from the Christian McCaffrey trade, so it's the second to last pick of the 5th round besides the comp picks.
Love Isaiah Adams going to Buffalo.
Yeah, that's a good landing spot for him. Chow Smith-Wade off the board. Mohamed Kamara was a local day for the Giants.
Chow Smith-Wade, apparently, according to Duggan's article today, did not meet with the Giants. That was wrongly reported. Theo
Johnson. Yeah, 30 visits are hard to like tweet about because there ultimately is wrong ones reported every year.
But Duggan
Will Shipley and Luke McCaffrey. I feel like Will Shipley and Luke McCaffrey going back-to-back picks is very funny. Because one's a white running back and the other one is the brother of.
Kalen King comes off the board.
Oh no.
All
right, so who do we got here, Justin? Who do we got here? Bo Limmer. Bo Limmer.
Please take Bo Limmer. Please take Bo Limmer.
Don't influence them. You
influence them.
You absolute clown.
I love Bo Limmer, man.
Want to put some running backs on the board for the people?
I think he fits exactly what Joe Shane likes. Athletic guy. Hopefully he can play guard because we know we have a center in JMS, but he already did play guard at Arkansas.
So I'm going to put some running backs on the board for the people. So Kamani Vidal.
Not going to lie, I don't know any of these running backs.
Cody Schrader. What was the other one? Dylan Lobb, and then I won't tell you which one's
the Monmouth guy.
Isaac Gorendo.
Did you put the hometown Monmouth boy on there?
I did not put Monmouth. I have no idea who the fuck Jaden Sheridan is. So
he's ranked 159th according to PFF.
If we draft him, this clip is gonna come back to haunt us. All right, so we got Limmer, one of the running backs. Any other names sticking out to you, Justin?
Johnny Dixon, Senior Bowl guy.
We could put Johnny Dixon on there, Penn State guy.
Yeah, I guess at this point, I wouldn't mind Johnny Dixon.
Yeah, we're into the 5th round.
Man, Kalen King was seen as like a second-round pick at one point. Keith Randolph is somebody that I like. Gabe Hall is somebody that I like. Senior Bowl guys.
I wish Miles Murphy of last year was here. So we haven't taken a tight end. Let's see what tight ends are available. I don't know Tip Ryman. AJ Barner I don't like. You know what? We're not going to look at tight end. Eat shit. None of our linebackers are here.
Curtis Jacobs.
We'll look at him in the next round. Let's find a wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Bub Means. I kind of want that guy just for the name.
Just for the name.
Let's just put Jalen Coker, even I don't know shit about him.
Holy Cross. That's pseudo-local.
Yeah, our assistant offensive line coach is, or our old one is from there. All right, so so the people pick Isaac Garendo for the running back. All right, so what pick is this, Justin?
166. This is our final pick, right?
Nope.
166, 183?
Yep.
I mean, I have my clear and obvious pick.
Bo Lima, Johnny Dixon. We got Isaac Garendo. I think he might win this. And then Jalen Coker, who we none of us know anything about, but he's the best available wide receiver according to PIF. All right, so vote. Now let's talk while the people vote. Would you trade back with the Vikings for their 2 firsts? I would not. I'm not passing up on one of these wide receivers if that's where it ends up for the Giants. Right?
It'd have to be more.
But yeah. So he think about it this way, Justin, is I guess that 23rd pick is really nice.
If they give us
think about how much of a difference one of the wide receivers will make compared to Quinyon Mitchell for this team.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And that 23rd pick, man, it's lesser talent by a lesser margin.
I mean, you could take like a Brian Thomas Jr., who we really like too. And we easily
you think the number 4 wide receiver is going to fall to 23? I just don't see that happening.
Take him at 11.
I wouldn't take him over, Quinyon Mitchell at 11.
Yeah. It's a good point.
Thank you, Harboy.
If they throw in more picks outside of 11 and 23, like a second rounder, then I think you got to consider it. Thomas
Panicola, does Neighbors give you concerns personality wise? Absolutely. We talked about it on the wide receiver draft preview, and we made the comparison of who would you draft, Odell or Mike Evans? Now, obviously, these are 2 different people with different personalities and lives and stuff. But the fact that he went to go drink in Mardi Gras with a loaded weapon is really stupid. It's stupid if you're anybody. It's even way more stupid if you are an NFL draft option.
Was it Pat Leonard that reported that there was a Giants source that said Malik Neighbors' personality and character concerns is not a concern? And
I think it might have been Duggan.
It was somebody reputable from the Giants beat that said a Giants source confirmed that Malik Neighbors' character concerns is not a thing. So
yeah. All right, let's end this damn poll. Justin, I think you're going to get your wish.
I hope I get my wish too. Adding multiple offensive linemen is a good thing.
Absolutely. If Bo Limmer falls this far, we're banging on the table for that guy.
Yes.
Bo Limmer got 49%.
Damn right.
Garendo got 23. Dixon got 16. And Coker got 10%. I agree with that. All right, Justin, let's call that shit in.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
Bo Limmer, you ready to be a New York Giant? Yes, sir, I am.
Kind of feels like a Cowboy, too.
Yeah. I mean, Jerry Jones is an Arkansas guy.
Yep. Just got
Coker off the board, son of a bitch.
What's his face to Arkansas? The basketball coach.
Oh, fuckhead.
Yeah.
Calipari.
Yeah, him.
New Jersey's own. All right, so
former Nets coach, right?
Isaac Garendo is on the board, so we're going to put Garendo here for the 6th round pick.
Yeah. This is where you should take a running back.
There's for a while, Justin, when our mock drafts were just like last pick running back.
Oh, yeah.
I think we had 4 years in a row where we did that.
Johnny
Curtis
Dixon.
Jacobs.
Johnny Dixon is still on the board if you want to put him.
You didn't get much. You know what? Garendo got more votes than Johnny Dixon.
Okay, that's
so
fair.
let's put someone else. We'll put Curtis Jacobs.
Again, I like Gabe Hall had a nice Senior Bowl week. Christian Boyd was a 30 visit.
So we'll go
remind me what you think of him.
Boyd. Huh?
Remind me what you think of Boyd.
He's like a 7th round pick.
Okay. I'm kind of hoping that a lot of these 30 visits that they had with
for the people.
I'm hoping that some of the 30 visits that they had with some of these guys, like Palmer from UAB, Palmer never knew her. The kid from Virginia Tech, I forget his last name. He was a Nebraska transfer. He's fucking laterally so quick. He's like an edge rusher. He's not really an interior guy. I'm hoping that they like priority UDFA. That would be pretty sick if we just like have these priority UDFA guys like ready on the top of our heads. Like,
that would be awesome.
Because there's definitely some of these guys. I think Christian Boyd is definitely going to be drafted. He just wasn't invited to the combine. But some of these other 30 visits that they had, if the corner from Colorado State, they could be like priority UDFAs, and that'd be sick if we just knew them.
Yeah, it really would be. We could just put out our segment on them. All right, who would you pick at 183? The polo's up.
Great.
So to recap, the people went Romo Dunze at 6, Christian Haynes slightly over Penix at 47, and then at 70 they got Michael Penix. Cam Kinchens at 107, and then 166 they went Bo Limmer. That's a pretty fucking good draft outside of Michael Penix.
I agree.
I mean, we did give them 4 options of people we like for each of them, so it's hard for us to be too disappointed. They could have disappointed us pretty strongly with the Bo Limmer pick. Joseph Mama, also known as Joe Mama, says news dropping soon. Just Bobby like Gabe Hall. I liked him at the Senior Bowl. I haven't actually watched his film, but I did like him at the Senior. He's quick laterally, like you were talking about, Justin.
Nice hands.
This is not real, right? Surtain and 12 and whatever else for pick 6.
I hope so.
The Broncos would be the team dumb enough to do that. Like, they've traded for everything. They traded for Russell Wilson. They traded for Sean Payton. Like, they are the team that would do something like this.
I don't think we're doing another one. I get enough of mock drafts very quickly.
Doing another mock draft? Oh, yeah. I mean, we're doing ours for our own personal ones.
Tomorrow at 4:30.
Yeah, very excited.
Live. So we won't be as interactive with the chat.
We won't be interactive with the chat.
Maybe at the no, not even at the end. But we're gonna do a live podcast episode. Bobby and I will be together in Manhattan, and we will be doing our Giants only mock tomorrow at 4:30 p.m.
38 West 32nd Street. We will be there live streaming, so we'll see you there.
What address did you just say?
38 West 32nd Street.
Okay.
I wonder if someone would just show up to that.
That was close.
Yeah, I switched around some numbers. You guys can figure it out.
Here, this is a good yeah.
What are your realistic thoughts on Evan Neal? Is there any chance he can still take a leap and produce like a 7th overall pick? As a 7th overall pick, I just don't see it. To become a serviceable tackle or even an above average one, yeah, that does happen, right? Like, this happened with a lot of tackles. Garrett Bowles, like, there's a lot of tackles who like becomes like, above average players in year 3.
Or we've seen tackles that move to guard. We just saw it with Jenkins, the kid from the Bears, the kid from Oklahoma State.
Tevin Jenkins, yeah.
Tevin Jenkins, yes.
But he was always like a guard type of player, which I just don't think Evan Neal is that. Like, I just don't think Evan Neal is a guard in the NFL. So, but it's not. Look, I don't have expectations for Evan Neal to be good. Like,
zero.
It's based off hope.
This sounds messed up.
He hasn't shown anything on film that says, okay, he's close to getting it. Andrew Thomas, even when he was at his worst, it's like it's not as far off as it seems. With Evan Neal, that's never happened. We've never seen the we've seen some growth. We saw some growth from year 1 to year 2, but it was nowhere near enough.
This sounds messed up. I'm rooting for him not to start. I don't think he's good.
Well, you're thinking that Eleanor is better, so you just want him to
Yes,
start. Yeah.
I want Eleanor to start. I'm not. That was fucked up the way that I said that.
Rooting makes it sound like you're like, I don't give a shit about it.
No, I'm not.
Obviously,
rooting.
we would root for Neil to be the better player, but we just don't think it's going to happen.
Again, that was messed up the way that I said that. I just like Eleanor much more, and I hope that the Giants find a guard that will be better.
Michael Spillane, I feel bad people giving everyone shit on the Neil pick when literally everyone had him mocked early. It just sucks he's not worked.
Right.
Here's the thing, though, is like that GM is responsible for that. And if we as, content creators also said it, we deserve shit for, like, I deserve shit for saying I wanted Evan Neal there. You can't, just because everyone agrees on it doesn't mean like everyone was wrong. Everyone, or 90% of people had a bad take. All right, Joe. All right, let's finish it off. What did the people vote for? Yeah, this is the way I thought it would go. Isaac Garendo. I don't have the official votes. Where's the damn thing? Oh, I think this is why, because I'm not live on this. Why don't you talk to the people, Justin, while I find the poll?
Well, I just find it to be really funny that, the one little negative thing about Evan Neal, and there was somebody, wasn't it a Long brother? That was a...
Yeah, it was Chris Long after his first preseason game, which wasn't even like a horrible preseason game either.
There's this little talking point of Evan Neal could be a little top heavy, and he can, be a little top heavy, unbalanced, and he's just got to fix that. That was a small talking point though, and it has defined his NFL career. It's defined it so far. So it's not even that people were wrong. It's just that the one thing that people said that he needed to work on is what has defined his NFL career.
So Garendo is the pick.
All right. Get your 6th-round running back every year. I like that.
Yeah. All right, so let's speed this up so we can get our grade. I feel like PFF is going to give this an A.
PFF doesn't like you reaching and scrolling down for their picks, so.
Which is understandable.
Bo Limmer they don't like. I will tell you that much. They don't like the Bo Limmer pick.
Who went last? Who was Mr. Irrelevant? Wow, Joe Milton went second to last. I saw that.
Future tight end. Nice guy. We talked to him. He was a lot of fun. None of those interviews came out, by the way. Isn't that fun?
We put Milton and Penix out, and then we put Jackson Powers Johnson.
Two of our favorite picks of the entire draft, from Christian Haynes and Bo Limmer, got C's.
Well, can I tell you something? I landed on Christian Haynes at pick 47 in my last mock draft. I haven't done mine for tomorrow. I'm not like celebrating that like crazy either. Like I have him graded as a late second. Ideally, I would be picking someone that fell as a high second there. Like that's usually in the second round for the Giants mock drafts. Usually, someone that I view as a high second round. If we're picking at the top of the second round, the late first, like one of those guys is usually there, and that just that is never the case this year. Really, the only guy whoever is like graded higher than 47 for me is Edgerrin Cooper, the linebacker out of Texas A&M. And it's like, can we justify the linebacker at pick 47?
That's why pick 47 sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Yeah, so hopefully we can trade back out of that. So they gave Penix an A+. Duh, they always do that with quarterbacks. Cam Kinchen's a B+.
Best pick of the draft, Michael Penix.
Bo Limmer being a C is fucking wild, and Garendo being a C is wild. What does it say? What percentage? Top 56% of New York Giants. I did one yesterday picking Michael Pratt and then Miami players and then Frank Gore's son, Frank Gore Jr. And I was in the top 100% of Giants drafts, which means I was in the bottom 1%. All right, let's stop sharing the screen.
We can talk about this.
You guys got anyone with you for the draft live stream? Yes. So day 1 and day 2, Grump from the Just Giants podcast will be there. And then Danny King, the third member of Talking Giants. will obviously be there too. Day 3, Grump may have. Well, he's going to have to leave early. Danny King won't be there day 3. Grump is going to have to leave early. So
We can
I would like to get someone in that third chair to finish it off with us.
I'll see if you know Shelfie. He's the Eagles guy. We've been putting
we could talk about it.
We've been putting him in some JM football videos. I'll see if Dalton's available. We may get a rotating crew. Maybe Jake will stop by. We may get a rotating crew of John Boy Media people.
Let's talk about it. So we'll see. Emory Hunt had Keon Coleman as receiver number 2. Everyone's like, "Ooh, Emory Hunt gives his own takes, right?" But like his takes are like almost consistently dead wrong.
And that's very
receiver number 2. Like, he doesn't let anybody influence him. Like maybe at some point, like all these misses should influence him. Like I think he had Deshaun Corbin as like running back 1 in that class, or RB2 or something crazy like that. When's Danny King's big announcement? I felt bad making the joke about Danny King. I was like, you know what, that was mean. But it's coming. We should do it to kick off the 3rd round. How about that?
I like the 3rd round. Okay. Again, you're gonna make us wait. Suspense.
Well, we got to get people in there for that 3rd round pick. I mean, it's going to be like 2 minutes talking about it, and then we'll move on.
2 minutes. Hey. We have to flesh out. There's a whole question on if he's going to be making appearances on pregame shows.
That's one of the questions. So we'll
spend more than 2 minutes on that.
Oh, well, you're giving away what the announcement could be now.
Oh.
All right, that's a live stream. We went almost an hour. Usually we try and keep in the 45 minutes. So we 4:30 tomorrow. We will be live again. 4:30 tomorrow for our draft day episode, even though it's not even on draft day anymore, but it's still always going to be a draft day episode plus our mock drafts. I've got what I want to talk about as a draft day speech. So we'll get into all of that. It's my favorite episode of the year. So 4:30, put it on your fucking calendars, write it down on your forehead, on your forehand, your backhand, whatever. Write it down. Tell the people 4:30. We'll see you then. Until then, let's go Big Blue.